Now let me show you how you can use the simulator hardware menu and other features of the simulator to do several things. Let's start by interacting with the app itself in the simulator. It offers a text field which we can type a new message. Now we can use the Mac keyboard to type, but instead let's also use the keyboard by clicking as if we were tapping. It offers all the features of the keyboard just as it would on the iPhone. Now that we've typed a message, hello everybody, let's tap the Done button by clicking the Done button in the simulator. And there we see the message. Now, you could use an external hardware keyboard with the simulator as if it were being used with the iPhone, thereby testing to see if an external keyboard would work with your iPhone and your app. In the hardware menu, you can simulate hardware keyboard, and that would check out how your app functions when the iPhone is connected to an optional physical keyboard dock or paired with a Bluetooth keyboard. The hardware menu offers many options. You've already seen how you can switch the simulated device from an iPhone to an iPhone Retina, which is an iPhone 4. The iPhone, of course, being an older model iPhone, both running the same version of iOS. Now we'll switch back to the iPhone Retina. Swipe just as you would on the iPhone home screen, and then tap Hello World. You click on Hello World in the simulator to tap on Hello World. You can also change versions of the iOS operating system. For example, we could switch to version 4.2 and switch back to version 4.3. Doing so, of course, means we have to restart the app in the simulator. Now, an iPhone, of course, can change its view by orientation. Let's try rotating the iPhone simulator to the left. This app doesn't change its view, but it does show that the simulator will, in fact, rotate with the command in the hardware menu. You can also try to shake the iPhone with the shake gesture in the hardware menu, and that simulates shaking the iPhone. Of course, hardware home does what you expect. It goes to the home screen. Now, one of the interesting things you can do in the simulator when running an app is that you can send the app a low memory warning message. Choose Hardware Simulate Memory Warning. Choosing Simulate Memory Warning fakes out your app by sending it a fake low memory warning. It's a great feature for seeing how your app may function in the real world. You can also toggle the status bar between its normal state and its in-call state. You see, when the iPhone is answering a call, it's in the in-call state and displays a green bar across the top. And when the iPhone is no longer answering a call or not on a call, it's in the normal state, which is without the green bar. So once again, you're checking to see how your app works if a call comes in and you're still on the call, or if the app is launched while the user is on the phone. The simulator also simulates just about all of the finger-like gestures, such as a tap, a drag, and so on. To tap, you can click the mouse. In fact, you can run the Safari browser in the simulator and actually go directly to websites if your computer is connected to the internet. If you hold down the mouse button, you're basically doing a touch and hold. By doing so, you've given yourself the ability to delete the apps that are in the simulator and also move them around, just as you can on an iPhone. And just as on an iPhone, you click the home button to set the arrangement for your home screens. Double-clicking the mouse button does a double tap, and moving the mouse pointer over to a place where you want to start and holding down the Option key makes two circles appear. You can then click the mouse button, and that's a two-finger tap. You can swipe by dragging, and you can flick by dragging quickly. If you drag slowly, you swipe slowly, or scroll. So let's tap Safari again and go back to the Google page. You can even use the Google page as you would on Safari on an iPhone. And if I type in my name, you'll find web pages, including my web page. Click on that, and it goes to my web page, just like Safari on the iPhone. This obviously is useful for apps that display web pages because they do get access to the internet through the simulator. Now, one of the things that's very hard to do with a simulator is to simulate a pinch or an unpinch. If you hold down the Option key, you get your two circles. If you then drag backwards, you are unpinching to see something larger. If you drag the circles toward each other, you are pinching, thereby zooming out. So hold down Option, drag outwards to unpinch and zoom in, drag inwards to pinch and zoom out. The simulator's version of Safari works just like the iPhone version of Safari. And you can even edit the bookmarks as you would on the iPhone. One interesting option is the fact that you can add a bookmark, add to the home screen, and even print from the simulator. So you can test if your app offers any of these capabilities. Let's add this web page to my home screen. The name pops up, and I click the Add button or tap the Add button. Sure enough, there it is, just like on an iPhone. So the simulator really does mimic just about all the things you can do on an iPhone or an iPad. In fact, we can switch so that it looks more like an iPad. Choose Hardware Device iPad. Now the apps are arranged as they would on an iPad. And if we tap Hello World, it runs exactly the way an iPhone app would run on the iPad. You even have a 2x button so that you can see it at twice the resolution.